My name is Nina Zadeh and I'm Director of Partnerships at Sidewalker Daily. And in today's video, I want to talk about influencer marketing, the ROI and different KPIs, key performance indicators brands look for when working with influencers and content creators. Now, just so you guys, if you're not familiar with our channel, I'm going to give you the quick little background. We work with lots of different brands, mostly in the travel industry. So like tourism boards and hotels and different travel websites on their influencer marketing initiatives. But we also work with influencers and content creators, doing private coaching and helping them build sustainable businesses. Now, the reason I wanted to do a video on KPIs, key performance indicators, and return on investment, ROI, is to kind of let those creatives in on the brand's perspective as to what makes a successful campaign. Now, a lot of my job, what I have to do is with my brand clients is explain to them that, working with an influencer is not waving a magic wand and saying, poof, all your business troubles will go away. It's like when you see an advertisement maybe for a hot dog or a hamburger on TV. Does that mean you're going to go buy the hamburger right away? No, but maybe at 2 a.m, if you're hungry, you're like, you'll remember the hamburger. The point is influencer marketing, that's kind of the same concept. It's putting out your message in an authentic, the best influencer marketing is authentic and organic sort of way. So in today's video, I kind of wanted to break it all apart, get into the nitty gritty of how campaigns can be measured, what different KPIs are used, the key performance indicators, so that the creatives can be better prepared when working with brands. Now, one thing that goes first, you guys need to be on the same page with the brands that you work with. So you really need to identify their goals. It's really, really important that it's not just okay, here are the deliverables, right? You need to understand what that brand considers success. Is it growing their social accounts? Is it creating content? Is it growing traffic? Now, sometimes people on the brand side, they do get greedy and they're like, we want to measure you on all these different KPIs. And it's kind of up to you. The same way it's up, I have to slow their roll a bit and set the expectation. I can't grow your YouTube channel and your email list and, all that stuff all at once. So it's better to focus on two big main goals rather than trying to spread it all out. Now, brands want to see positive ROI, positive return on investment. A lot of the clients that I work with, they'll the way that they kind of measure it will be okay, if we invest this much into a campaign, we want to see at least 3 times that investment back. Now, that number 3 times is just what we worked with. Some brands just want to break even. Hey, I put $10,000 into a campaign and I got 10,000 back. Now, 10,000 back doesn't mean in sales. It just means what it would have cost them to put that into somewhere else. So, for example, if you are an influencer, a brand can spend $10,000, let's just say, on Facebook ads, right? Because they want to pay for views or clicks. They can also pay for views or clicks through you. So what we do on the brand side is we have a formula and every brand has their own formula of putting a dollar value on impressions, on engagements, on clicks. And that's how we do the math to make sure it's equal. So let's just say we said, okay, an email is worth $1. Okay, or let's just say to acquire an email is worth $3, or maybe to acquire an email is up to $5. That's kind of expensive, but I'm just rounding the numbers out there. Then it's easy for us to know, okay, well, I paid this influencer X amount and I got X amount of emails back. That's going to help them decide, whether or not they broke even or if it was a positive ROI. So capturing the ROI of a campaign isn't always as easy as tracking sales or conversions. One KPI that a lot of brands will look to is impressions. So KPI, it's a key performance indicator. So impressions is really the eyeballs, right? It's how many people saw this post. Now, what's tricky is, let's just say you posted something, right? And you got 30,000 impressions on this post, but then that post was reshared by another account. We don't have access to that account's posts, impressions, or analytics. So it's kind of hard because you never know how many times your content is going to get reshared. Regardless, it's important for you, if you notice that your content is reshared, for you to include that in the recap. And also, you'll hear me saying KPIs a lot, and it's important that you guys, know these sort of terms and are comfortable using this, because when you're negotiating with a brand, they may say to you, these are the KPIs we'll be evaluating your performance on. And you don't want to be like, you want to know what it is, So of course there's different KPIs. And the one I just talked to was impressions. Another KPI could be, email subscribers, or like we said before. So we can actually, it's something that you can track. It's something that you can see as an indicator. Did this number grow? A lot of times, like the brands that we've worked with have run giveaways to try to grow their list. That's like really important to them, is growing their quality, subscribers, their email list. So that was a KPI that our campaign was measured on. Of course, there's engagements. A lot of brands will want to measure the success of a campaign on engagements to see how many people liked, shared, saved, commented. We really love, for me at least, is the saves on a post. I think like saving a post, especially on Instagram, gives it such a longer shelf life. Instagram is really like funny, because let's just say you post something in like 5 weeks, that post is buried to the bottom. But if it got saved, then that's a great sign, because that means a lot of people are going to be coming back to the post and revisiting it. So it's important that you also include those sort of analytics in your recap to the brands that you're working with. Another KPI we see is if the brand that you're working with, if their social media channels increased. So we've done like press trips, for example, and for one of our clients, and we saw that when we did a press trip, their influencers grew by like, I think 10 to 20,000 in a month. And that was like super exciting for them. And that was a way that we were evaluated on our performance as well. So that was one of our KPIs, was Instagram follower growth. It could be any type of social media. It could be, we're working on a project now where we're growing a company's YouTube channel. So that's how we're being evaluated, on watch time, on YouTube subscribers. And again, make sure when you're working with brands that you set their expectations. They can be greedy. They may want Instagram followers and YouTube followers, but they're different types of people, and it's really hard to achieve both. So it's better to set one project for YouTube, to grow their YouTube following, and another to grow their Instagram following. Don't try to take on more than you can chew and use, an influencer campaign to do it all. It's just really hard. There's another KPI I don't see being used that much, but I personally love it, and I think it's a hidden gem. It's the sentiment. It's more like of a sentiment analysis. So maybe it's not like a peak performance indicator, but hey, I say it can be. Now, if you're promoting a product, a destination, a hotel, whatever it is that you're doing, and people are like really excited in the comment section, and they're always, I want to go there, or I love this, screenshot that information, include it in your recap. Having that strong sentiment, it's like word of mouth, right? People get excited, and that's what you want that's what you want to show your brands that you can deliver. Hey, I would even do a case study just showing the positive sentiment you were able to bring to a brand. Another KPI is quality content. So I think one of our goals for a campaign that we worked on was getting a budget, creating a lot of video content from it. So it really wasn't about growing. It was more about, what can we do with this budget? How can we create content around it? And that's how we were being measured. And that's how you may be measured as well. If a brand comes to you and says, hey, I have a budget to create this amount of content, you want to show them that you can maximize their budget and get them, the biggest bang for their buck. So we hope you guys found this video informative on KPIs, key performance indicators, as well as, brands and influencer marketing ROI, their return on investment, to learn how brands measure, whether or not a campaign was successful or not. Again, it's important for you guys on the creative side to be to know how brands evaluate your performance so that you can kill it when you are working with them. Hopefully you guys like this video. Make sure to give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.